Hi everybody. Welcome to Part Time with AI. It's a new YouTube channel that I just created, as well as I'm gonna be on other platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where I'm basically going to be going into all of tech and to just figuring out what AI is, how to best use it, how to benefit us, basically in every single part of our world, whether it's in programming, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in finance, whether it's in school, whether it's in how to help you write essays or how to help you learn, how it can actually help with your query searches online, and also just the best use case on how to use it. And I'm your host, Tony, and and for now, I did want to go into this really cool way that I found out how to learn, right? So I was trying to find the easiest way how to learn, how to best maneuver around ChatGPT as well as OpenAI and its image recognition as well as image creation. And this is actually one of the best ways that I found out that you can actually learn as much as possible, or it gives you a really good entryway into how to actually learn a specific subject. So what I like to do is to initially I like to write possible table of contents for a textbook. So in this case, if you want to learn programming, right, in the specific language is Python, you would put intro to Python programming. So let's see what it says, right? And it would basically essentially give you an outlier of a bunch of chapters, right? A table of contents of a bunch of chapters of what the book's actually all about. So we can actually, after you actually have this, we can basically ask it, a bunch of questions on how to further dig deep into this, right? So for example, let's go with advanced Python concepts and libraries. And then you put, can you expand and talk a little bit more about let's go with section 8. Can you expand and talk a little bit more about number 8? There you go. And then you can just keep further going down and further going down on this, and you can keep asking it questions to learn more, right? So you want to keep going more in depth and more in depth and more in depth. So right now we have the table of contents, which we can kind of see it as chapters. Right now we can ask it. We can probably go back up here and ask it. Scientific computing with Python, including we want to go really. I'm actually a Python programmer, so if we want to go really in depth, we can go ahead and just ask it this, right? Can you explain, what does it say? Scientific computing, right? And again, you just keep digging further and further, but I found that this is a really good way and really efficient way on how to learn stuff, right? And it gives you really good examples. It gives you really good coding examples. For example, in this particular case, it just gives you a really good and efficient way of learning. And this is something that you can just go back and read, right? You can go back, you can grab really anything. You can come back here and get, because ChatGPT actually remembers everything that you say. Previously, it's actually a really good way of learning. I mean, you can actually go back and just ask, what are some real world examples of Python in action, right? So look at this. It gives you a really good, thorough description, and you can go ahead and, I'm not going to read this for you guys, it's going to take too long, but it gives you a really good description of how to do all this, right? And you can actually get, for example, SciPy is a library built on, or SciPy is a library built on top of NumPy that provides a collection of algorithms and functions. So you can actually dig deeper and then ask it, can you give me some examples of SciPy, or can you give me some examples of pandas, or how I can use it in the real world, right? And we can actually go back and ask it, real world examples in action, right? Let's see. Can you go back to table of contents 9 and explain and we'll paste that in, some real world examples of Python in action. There we go. We can do that. And again, for chapter 9, it'll give us some real world examples, and then it's probably going to dig a little bit deeper, right? It's going to tell you exactly what kind of real world examples you can actually use Python in. And again, you can further break this down and further break this down and further break this down. So it's telling you can use Python in web development. You can probably use like Django frameworks. You can use it with data analysis and visualization, automation and scripting. That's actually what my current job is at. I'm actually, my priority is actually automations, where I currently am. Scientific computing and machine learning. So there's a lot of really cool ways to keep expanding on this, and it gives you really good examples on everything, right? So my recommendation for everybody out there that really wants to learn and dig deep and learn about a particular subject, you basically do the same thing for any single topic, right? So you can do the same thing. So, let's go with this possible table of context for a textbook. Something else that we would like to learn, let's say something completely random, right? Let's go with, intro to, let's go with something random, right? Cooking a steak, right? And we're trying to figure out if this is something that everybody should be using, because it gives you a really good breakdown of how to learn extremely easily, and it gives you everything that you need in the palm of your fingers, which is absolutely insane. And then again, we'll do the same thing. Can you explain let me see, preparing a steak for cooking. Let's go with number 3. Can you explain number 3 a little further? Right, let's go with that. And then again, it gives you examples, perfectly good examples of how to prepare your steak. And again, you can go into even more detail by, going ahead and copying every single sub chapter or sub explanation, and then digging deeper into that. For example, if you're preparing the steak, right, you can go with, what are the preheating the cooking surface? What is, what temperature is best for preheating the cooking surface? And again, this is how you actually learn. Which is absolutely insane. And again, I found this as to be the most efficient way if you want to learn on a particular subject. And again, this can be used for everything. This could be used for plumbing. This can be used for, how to write an essay. This can be used for how to make a bag or a shoe from scratch. This can be for, this can be used for, how to learn, I don't know, supercomputers, how to go into retail, how to learn how to do design. It gives you a really good understanding of everything, and it really gives you a really good and thorough, like deep dive into what exactly you're doing and how to do it. So, I just found this as one of the best tips that I could possibly give. I thought this was awesome. I thought it was fantastic, and I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I'm going to be doing a bunch of AI stuff on this channel. And I really hope that you guys, enjoy the content that I bring out to you all. So with that being said, thank you all for staying till the end of the video. Please give me a like. It definitely helps. Definitely helps the algorithm push my videos out to other people that enjoy my stuff as much as you guys. And share the video if you guys think that this is a good video and it's actually a really good and efficient way of learning a particular subject. This, I think it's fantastic, right? You can use this literally for anything. Just put intro to, and then whatever subject you're looking to learn, intro to math, intro to history, intro to World War II. And it'll give you a really good breakdown of anything you're trying to learn, literally anything you're trying to learn, which is fantastic. And you can use this for, like I said, every single programming language. You can use this for every single cooking class. You can use this for how to do videography. Absolutely insane. And I think ChatGPT is going to absolutely change the world. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.